welcome to Gamey Game. Now, please welcome my guests. It's Matt Stewart.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Someone's clapping over there.
Too kind.
Very intimate studio audience of one.
And Michael Hing is here.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
First timer?
Yes.
First time.
I've
Welcome.
never been here before. But it's lovely to be here in quite a professional studio setup for what I'm sure will be a ramshackle and largely derailed broadcast.
You have
yeah.
seen this show, yes.
It's
Yes,
a juxtaposition between the nice look of the show and the ridiculous content. And Dave Callan's back.
Oh, hello.
Dave Callan, everybody.
Thank you. I prefer to be called Davey Day.
It's like you haven't even left because it seems like every episode they just nail an impression of you.
Oh, what? Hello I want there.
There you go.
Oh,
Very good stuff from Matt.
heck.
You haven't even left.
At least he's doing it to my face.
What have you been up to, Dave?
So I've been, doing things.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want me to elaborate? So,
Very defensive from you. I've been doing things, Evan.
what is it to you, mate? So apart from the comedy, I've been playing some games that you've probably already discussed on here.
Yeah, but you missed out on some pretty big releases because you were off doing comedy.
Far Cry 5, just basically lots of fun, very entertaining, enjoying it a lot. However, halfway through the game, I'm like, these cultists are making some very good points. And I don't have the option to join them. At least in Skyrim, you can become the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah,
you can
it feels
join
like a real
anyone.
open world game. You should be able to take that path.
I want to be a cultist. I mean, they've all got man buns and beards, and I have to shoot them all. It's actually quite unpleasant.
It's like when
after
you're playing
a while.
GTA, and if you like, you can just be a law-abiding citizen, stop at the red lights. You can do that if you want to.
Yeah. One of the things that they're kind of saying critically about this game, Far Cry 5, is that the story isn't very good. And I'm like, what? You're running around blowing shit up and wingsuiting off mountains. Like, what do you want? Like, if you want a story, maybe watch The Wire,
Read a good book.
outsource.
Yeah.
That's always been my criticism of every video game is that it's not The Wire.
Yes. Nobody watches The Wire and goes, well, it isn't very interactive.
Not enough coins to collect in The Wire. That's always been my criticism.
Yeah. Where's the crafting element?
It's Barack Obama's favorite television show.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's got a
Ever heard of him? President of the United States, Barack Obama?
We
Yeah.
wish.
Oh, we've got some bad news.
Oh no!
He's still there, right?
Hing, so you haven't been on before,
No.
so you don't know that I'm an idiot when it comes to this, everything you're talking about. Oh, probably in general, really.
But very good at beards.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very. That was what I was trying to fish for. But I don't know much about anything. This looks cool. That looks so realistic. Are these real people? Are they, is that guy with the mustache somewhere in the world right now?
No, it's always just Andy Serkis in a ping pong ball suit. Every single one of those people is.
Wow.
We're actually giving away a copy of Far Cry 5 for PS4, which we announced last week. And it's going to a random Patreon supporter, and it's going to Zach Steinkamp.
Zach is totally random.
Uh,
I know Zach.
he's
Totally
so random.
He's so random.
Wait, is that address there right?
He's from Bartelso, Illinois.
But is that going to work? Is our copy going to work on?
it-
his
I think
thing?
so.
Is it a physical copy or a DLC code?
It's actually a DLC code.
Oh, then it'll work.
We established last week this is not a real copy. This is actually MX versus ATV. But we printed off a very nice cover there.
I thought that maybe we were still in the days of PAL versus.
I don't think there's any
NTSC.
region
Yeah.
issues. If there are, then I'm sorry, Zach, but tough luck.
Yeah, we'll
it.
pick someone from Oceania to give it to. Damn it!
Dave, you've also been playing Sea of Thieves a bit.
Sea of Thieves.
No.
I haven't played this yet.
Xbox?
Is it it's sort of an MMO for pirates, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're also known as sort of Australia's most piratey comedian.
Whoa.
Most pirated as well.
Most pirated.
Yes, definitely. People download me for free all the time. If you know what I mean.
People in Bali just selling copyrighted versions of you, just knockoff versions of Dave.
The first time I fire up a new game, I want to go to the shops,
Yes.
even though I've got no money yet.
Stock up.
For some reason, I've inherited this character who's broke. So I go around to the shops and
fair.
go, oh, you can get these helmets and stuff. And You can buy a beard, which seems weird because generally you grow those. Matt would be able to tell you.
Are you
Cost
buying
quite a pretty penny.
fake beard?
It must have been, yeah. I guess it didn't explain it properly. All I did was buy this beard for 350 gold. I seemed to have a little tiny bit at the start, like 500. So
And you spent it on a beard.
Yeah.
Not a gun, not a sword.
No one's going to take a pyro seriously if they don't have a beard.
Yeah, that was my number one thing.
Credibility.
We all have beards. We all know. Yeah. Credibility, exactly. Yeah.
Very
It's
credible.
like, do I get a patch? Do I get a parrot? They're flying around for free. Do I get a nice frock coat, a tricorn, an earring?
Oh, yeah.
No, bloody
Beard.
beard. So 350 gold coins for a beard. Seems a bit steep for a fake beard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
350. Yeah,
it does.
Not sure what sort of economy.
Human-
Costume shop.
Human
$5.
hair.
While I'm at the shops, I'm hearing this Aussie voice going, "Oh, what's the matter with that prick?" He didn't say prick, he said the C word. "What's the matter with that prick? He's all frozen." I'm like, bloody looking at a menu, mate. Anyway, just to proceed that, the game fires up. It says I'm the captain.
Hello.
And it says, "Do you want a crew?" I'm like, hell yeah, I want a crew. So all these players have joined the kind of the game. And so I'm like, oh, I've got a crew, this is fantastic. Come out of the shops, where's my fucking boat? It's gone, the crew are on my boat and they've gone. They fucked off without the captain. Is that normal behavior for a crew?
Doesn't it? Surely, who's sailing then? Because the captain's usually the one sailing it.
I'm the one with the plan. I've got the mission selected. They're off on my fucking mission while I'm at the shops trying to buy a beard.
Right.
I'm like,
I
this is
reckon
a
you
bullshit
lost.
game already.
You lost
I lost-
them when you were buying a beard. They're like, this guy can't lead.
Oh,
Spending
no, but I
nearly
was-
all his money on a beard.
I didn't think they'd obey orders if I had a cleanly shaven face. So I'm like, that's number one, get a beard so that I have authority. And I got the biggest beard because I knew that the biggest beard, obviously you have to yield to the person with the biggest
That's
beard.
why I'm the leader of this show.
This pirate show.
So I'm just on the island going, I'm stranded here. I might as well, get a beach ball and call it Dennis or whatever Tom Hanks did. So I
Call
go,
Wilson, because it was a Wilson branded volleyball.
You know the Dennis brand of balls, Hing. I was
give
one
you
of
a
the two.
Dennis branded ball in a minute, mate. So I'm going to get a hot iron with Dennis on it and brand your balls, and then you'll know what it's like.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, except you
No, I deserve that. I
you
deserve
do have
branded
a
balls.
bigger beard than me, so I might have trouble. So anyway, just to cut a long story short, random shit's going on. Skeletons are popping up. I'm shooting them in the face. I'm collecting planks of wood. I don't know why. And then eventually I see one of the guys run past, and he's holding a chicken coop. He's going, "Oh, I'm looking for a bloody chook, mate." And I'm like, that's taking me out of the game. That accent.
Yeah,
I need
right.
to, like, Aussies weren't around in the golden age of piracy, so that was taking me out of the game.
Oh, that accent didn't exist.
The
back
accent
then.
was like, "Oh, I've got to get a bloody chook. Oh, where's the fucking boat, mate?" And it was like, "Oh, this isn't working for me. I need to sign into like a server in Cornwall, England, or Devonshire
Right.
to make this more realistic for me." Anyway,
Yeah.
here's what happened. I'll cut to the very end of my experience where I got jack of this shit. Was when fully, and I was on a boat, and someone went, "Oh, who's fucking steering, mate?" And there was nobody steering the boat. And then I heard another voice go, "I just fucking died." Like, I don't know how he died. Nothing was happening that was dangerous, particularly. But
Just died.
the
Accents
guy's
happen, it's pirate ship. Yeah.
that's true. Maybe something fell in his head, or he
Yeah.
blew up the barrel of dynamite that was lying around accidentally. So
Scurvy.
nobody's driving, and everyone's like looking at the wheel just spinning, and we're going, "Oh shit!" And then we hit a reef, and it just goes crack, and the splashing, and then we bounce off onto another one, and a guy goes, "Oh shit!" And he disappears. He goes downstairs, and I've gone, "What is going on?" And I hear him going, "Oh, I fucking tried to patch it up, but I've run out of wood, And I've gone, "Oh, I've got planks. That's what the planks
Yeah,
are for."
that's what the planks are for.
Yeah. So I run downstairs, and I see another guy using his last plank. And you basically put it over the hole in the ship, and you kind of
Yeah.
hammer it in. And so I've gone, "I can do this. I'm finally helpful. I'm finally part of this crew properly."
As the captain.
As the captain, I'm covering holes in the boat. I don't think that's usually my job, but I did, and I felt really useful.
Real man of
for
the
a
people.
change. I still don't know what the chicken was for. So they're all freaking out. They're all, "Oh, fuck, oh, shit." I'm going, "What?" And I turn around, and there's this massive galleon, and it's red, and it's got skulls all over it. It's like crimson red, and I'm like, and they're like, "Oh, shit, we can't defeat that shit."
Was this another group?
It was another actual group of real people. All the guys are going, "Oh, fuck, we can't do anything." we can't sail away. You know, we can't.
We can't outrun them. We can't. Yeah.
Certainly can't fire shit at them when our boat's all patched up currently, and only one person has a beard. So and is nude. Other than that, so
I feel like that's a detail you should have led with.
Yeah,
maybe so. Anyway, what I'm going to do? Frighten them with my nudity.
probably.
Yeah,
I'm a pirate.
So the Aussie guys have just gone, oh, yeah, g'day fellas, we got some good loot for you. You can have it if you want. I've gone, great. The Aussie is surrender.
Just roll over.
Yeah. But he rolled over to a further degree. He just goes, oh, we'll even carry it over for you if you want. They're going to carry the loot over to the other ship because it's just like.
So did the other ship say anything?
So the other ship went whatever the
Parallel.
term is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
And they all jump on, and I'm just standing there going, okay, well, we'll just stand here. We've obviously surrendered. We've had our parlay. The loot's theirs. And then they just cut us all down. Like, I'm just standing there. I'm like, oh.
Who would have thought that these pirates would not uphold the laws of the deal?
Fair enough. Yeah, good. They were actually playing the game properly. Now that you mention it, yeah. But then I was like, fuck this, I'll just play Far Cry 5.
Here's the thing, we never talked about esports on the show before. Because...
With good reason.
With very good reason. I don't
Hingers
follow
wasn't
esports. None of us really follow esports except Hingers is here,
Woo!
who does
Get it,
actually have
everybody.
some context for esports.
Yes.
Probably the most qualified man in the world.
I'll accept
about
that
this, yeah.
from you, Dave. And take that, everybody else who's worked their lives and passions for this. That Cal thinks I'm pretty good.
I'm just comparing you to Matt at the moment.
So I'm hoping you can give us a bit of context for this. So the Overwatch League is just has started this year, right?
A couple of months ago, yes.
And it's an official league from Blizzard.
Yep.
It's
and interestingly, so it's teams based in certain cities all around the world. So they franchise these teams to like London, Shanghai, there's American teams, and so you have specific teams for specific places. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's 12 teams total, and they've just had the first female player join the Overwatch League.
Yeah. Well, her name's Gaguri, I think, and she was drafted back in February or something. She was drafted a while back. But like in sort of traditional sports, you can be drafted and then just sit on the bench for a while. And she has played her first match in Overwatch. She's the only woman so far to have played a professional esports Overwatch match, which is quite exciting. But I feel like women in esports is quite interesting because there's obviously gaming broadly as an industry is like male dominated. As you can see from this panel, for example. But it's hard, right? Like as a genuine thing, it's hard to find a critical mass of women just because there's so many dudes. Because when you think about like traditional sports, you have to separate the genders because there are physical differences in sprinting or whatever. But in esports, it doesn't seem to.
Of having like a female, like a women's league of Overwatch or something, but it just seems like there doesn't seem to be any points.
Exactly,
to that.
and you look at people like Scarlet, for example, who is one of the best StarCraft players of all time.
Yeah,
and and it's like, well, there doesn't seem to be as much of a physical necessity to differentiate the genders or the sexes or whatever. in the way that there might be in like
because like you could make a case for AFLW, for example, right? That women are physically built differently. Is that sort of the
well, it's like most sports are divided, like in the Olympics and everything.
Yeah.
So mixed netball's not. I've played some mixed netball in my time. I quite like that as a model, where it's like you can only have a certain amount of dudes on the court at any time, and that means that I, in mixed netball, get to have a lot more rests.
Yeah,
Good. It's quite good for me. It's not very fit.
It's a very good. That's the upside.
But esports is huge. Just for example, the last year's League of Legends World Final was watched by more people than who watched the NBA Finals.
That's
which is like it. Yeah, and it's like it's just 10 nerds playing video games.
Yeah, wow.
And you're watching it, but
How long before Beyonce does a halftime show?
Man, it's not.
Yeah,
I reckon,
actually.
Like it's like Foo Fighters have played BlizzCon before and stuff. Like I think it was Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was Limp Bizkit. Anyway, basically, maybe they've both done it. I can't remember.
Music's not your strong.
I think Linkin Park played BlizzCon a couple of years ago.
It's changed 3 times.
Yeah, they do one every year. I don't know.
It was white guys with guitars. We don't know.
They're all the bloody same. I don't know. I think it's feasible that in our lifetime, a Beyonce or a Beyonce equivalent will do a
halftime BlizzCon show or a halftime esports show.
Yeah.
There is no Beyonce
no
equivalent. Come on, mate.
I just
She's
mean.
one of a kind is all I'm saying.
Sorry, I've come on the show and I've embarrassed myself so many times. I feel bad.
Michael, you did competitively play StarCraft.
For
1
a
or
bit.
2. Was it?
Yeah, 2.
two.
And I was not good enough to go pro probably, but I did. I went to some LANs.
Really? Were you in a team or were you a solo kind of?
I was a solo
renegade?
person
Okay.
because getting a team would have been a dream. There was I had a sort of a very tangential thought of going to Korea to go and train and join a team maybe, but I had to talk to my parents about it.
Yeah, wow.
And explain to my parents that I wanted to go to Korea to play video games professionally. It didn't go well, but I did eventually say to them, Mum, Dad, like, don't worry, I've got a backup plan. I can always do stand-up comedy. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine, Mum
Gotta
and
put
Dad.
their minds at ease.
Yeah, guys,
I've got a day job.
I've sorted it out.
The upcoming PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game now has an official release date. It's September 7th. And this looks really fun. I'm really excited about this one.
This one looks absolutely amazing. And if
It's
it
a huge open world.
Yeah.
I've read that you can't kill people, which is kind of interesting.
That's very Spider-Man.
Yeah, true.
Just in keeping with the world that Spider-Man would never kill anybody.
It'd be full on if he just suddenly started slitting people's throats after pinning them down. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't Spider-Man.
His web that had a bit of venom in it that would decompose people as he wrapped them up.
Oh,
man.
He would come back and sort of suck the cocoons later on.
Oh, that'd be a good villain. You should sell that to Marvel, definitely. New York looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
And I love, like, him swinging around the city. You could just do that for hours. It looks so much fun in that sort of photorealistic state.
Yeah.
However, Spider-Man, he hits a building and he just, like, sprints up the building. No, Spider-Man in my day, that's how it goes. And it was filmed on its side and then twisted this way to make it
Batman
look
style,
like
just like, okay.
Yeah. He doesn't sprint up buildings.
Another
but it
thing,
looks good.
Dave, he's a teenager. Why is he called Spider-Man?
He
Yes.
should be called Spider-Teen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sounds weird, but cool.
Spider-Boy. Apparently Mary Jane is a playable character in this game.
Can she swing from buildings?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's probably just.
They said that she will surprise a lot of people.
Oh,
Maybe she will be.
maybe
Yeah.
Because she had superpowers in some comic book.
Really?
What do you call them?
Story arc or whatever.
Arcs.
She was possessed by a witch at one point.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember the
Okay.
other.
That was about it, really.
Well, I see
Maybe
from-
Aunt May. Maybe she'll have some powers. That we can, you'll be surprised by Aunt May. Suddenly she's got the symbiote costume on. Oh, that'd be sick. The ghost of Uncle Ben. That'd be good.
That would be good.
Go through walls and shit. Just swing through walls. Swing through entire buildings in your spectral state.
Yes.
Yes.
The Spider family.
Apparently you can take selfies in the game. Is that why would that be?
Well, he's a photographer by trade.
There you
That's
go.
right,
That
thank
makes
you.
sense.
And that's what photographers by trade, famous
Yeah.
for taking
Love
selfies.
an arm's length shot of their own face.
Yeah.
The combat mechanics look really good. I mean, we haven't played it yet,
Kind
but
of similar to the Batman mechanics, it looks like.
yeah, it looks very similar
Arkham,
to the
yeah.
Arkham games.
Yeah.
Which I quite liked, but it took me, I would say, literally 6 months to learn those mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Because I just instinctively button mash when I'm playing a beat 'em up game like
Yep.
this, not
Yes.
realizing that you actually have to.
Oh, time it. Yeah.
There's
Put
more
the
to it
rhythm
than
of it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very frustrating for someone like me who just wants to rip
Yeah.
through the story and
Yeah.
do some cool stuff. It's frustrating that it requires some sort of thought and skill, frankly, and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That's the idea of Batman being defeated by some goon with a crowbar is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? But it makes you. It grows you as that character. You start off as a bit of an unco Batman who keeps having to restart stages, and then you become this super
Yeah.
badass. You actually feel like Batman when you get that rhythm right and you start to figure out all the contraptions and stuff.
I'll tell you what. The Arkham games really did teach me the fragility of human life because I died so much
Oh,
in those games.
Yeah, and you had a
Did
bat
that teach
suit on.
you
and
about
gadgets.
it, seeing as you're able to come back to life?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it didn't affect me and maybe think I'm invincible from now on. I'm fine.
That truck bit looks sick.
That looks fun.
Yeah. There's a great crane sequence that I think everyone's probably familiar with where a crane's cut in two and it's falling apart and Spider-Man has to do a few quick time events as per normal.
The buttons.
Hit the button at the right time. They're not going to apparently interfere with the game too much. They'll be there, but there won't be too many of them.
I always find QuickTime events, it's a bit on the rails. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Either
definitely.
you do it or you don't.
I don't know why they have QuickTime events. I don't know why they exist.
Oh, they're kind of to make a cutscene interactive, I guess.
Right.
But, people do hate them, don't they?
It's a bit of a half-assed
I
way
don't
of
think
doing
I've
it.
watched a full cutscene ever in my life.
Yeah, right.
I know.
See, I like
skip them all.
cutscenes.
Yeah.
Even in something like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or whatever, where it's like crucial to the plot of the
Yeah, yeah.
story, I'm like, nah, move along, whatever.
something-
Get back on the road.
Suddenly there's a new character, I've got no idea why or who. But, obviously they don't like me because they're hitting my face.
I think I've just been burnt too many times where I've skipped a cutscene and they're like, oh fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't know what.
I just go for I'm
Just run around
I was
and figure
playing Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, mate, we've all got stuff going on.
And literally, like, one of my characters died in a cutscene I didn't
Oh, you
know.
didn't- you
and then I
like-
spent
oh.
20 minutes, like, looking for him. I'm like, where is he? Anyway, yeah. I don't watch him.
Like when you lose Lydia in Skyrim.
Yeah.
You have to go find her. The villain in this is Mr. Negative, who's never been really a villain before. He did make an appearance in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, but that was just a bit of DLC, and he was very tiny. Anyway,
What's his power?
Mr. Negative's power is he has the ability, while wearing a black suit, black tie, white shirt, to turn into a black shirt, white tie, white suit.
Oh, so he's like
is-
a photo filter, like a reverse filter on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see.
very
It's
handy
photographic
power.
negative.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
very handy power to have if you've been kicked out of a nightclub. But that's about it. He also
very good at undermining your self-worth. And
No, I don't deserve to be here. I don't know. There's many more famous villains. I don't know, guys. Boo.
Oh, why have they picked me? I'm not good enough.
This Spider-Man game is actually being developed by Insomniac, who developed the original Spyro games.
Whoa. That could be a segue almost.
Game.
Bum-ba-da-ba.
Now, we've talked about this, the Spyro remaster we talked about it a few weeks ago because it was rumoured. It's actually been officially announced now. It's called Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One on September 21st. This looks pretty cool. They've done quite a good job of bringing... We were playing the original Spyro back we were talking about it a few weeks ago. I was playing the original Spyro on Xbox... on the original PlayStation. And it doesn't hold up all that well, graphics-wise. So
yeah.
they've...
But gameplay-wise, does it hold up? Is it still fun?
Look. I said this because Beck loves the game. It was all right.
You were skeptical? Right, okay.
Oh, look, it's just, picking up a game like that I've never played before, because I didn't play it as a kid. We had a 64, not a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Beck is furious behind the scenes.
But it's interesting that this remake, they're not, it's not they're just updating the polygons or whatever. Aren't they redoing the
It's
whole
a whole
thing?
redo, yeah. And it has to be that way. Like, it's like the Crash Bandicoot series was the same. Like,
You can't just click on the spinning cog and change it to 1080p.
yeah, no, that does not... you probably could, but it would not have the same effect.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of my favourite things about the original game, I said
Yes.
apparently because I'm making this up, it was Stewart Copeland did the original soundtrack and they've scrapped it. Beck told me it's sick. And now they've gotten rid of it and made a new one.
Who is...
Stuart Copeland's the Police guitarist.
Oh, I think of the police as being basically Sting, and then whoever else he finds at the bus stop or whatever.
I think of it as a Sting, Stuart Copeland, and someone else. Someone stage further along. Dave probably even knows the drummer's name.
Oh, no.
No one knows that.
It's a closely guarded secret.
That's cool that the guy from the police.
He's the drummer. It's all right. There's someone in between.
There's a guitar guy who's not Stuart Copeland.
I don't know the guitarist so much that I think he's a drummer.
I thought Beck was saying that Dave Callan was the drummer in the police.
Yes.
And I was
can
like,
confirm
don't
that.
you know? Mr. Callan's
That is awkward.
My ears are burning.
Who could it be?
That's a different band.
Is it? Who's
That's an
that?
Australian band.
Who could it be now? I thought that was the police.
Men at Work.
Oh, no!
They're similar.
The men at work are the ones who get caught by the police
Yes.
when they're not at work.
So they're doing a reimagined version of Stuart Copeland's soundtrack, apparently.
What does that mean?
They're
Covers,
playing with fire in the AFL. It seems we're talking about it so much on this related program.
Yes.
They re-recorded all the AFL team's theme songs this year,
Oh.
and the fans cracked the shits.
Oh, they were not happy.
Not happy.
Everyone likes the tinny version recorded 70 years ago
They're
on
in the
someone's
70s.
gramophone.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, right.
So,
I want to know how they're reimagining this soundtrack. Like, are they going to get Skrillex to remix it and drop some sick beats?
I'd love to hear that.
Nicki Minaj will rock up and do a rap halfway through. Yeah.
Hey, Injustice 2 is one of the better fighting games to come out in recent years. And they've just released a Legendary Edition that includes all the DLC so far, including some fun playable characters like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is pretty cool. You've been playing this, Dave?
Yeah, I have. So Injustice 2 was voted best fighting game of like 2017. This is the complete edition. So finally, we have all the characters, all the DLC, the bonus costumes, and extra modes. It's a fantastic game. I mean, it's very Mortal Kombat in its style. So a 2D fighter with super moves for every character. There's one right now. Some of the most interesting bonus characters, and they're all DC characters, are probably the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Probably. And the fight choreography with them, their move set is hilarious. Lots of kind of throwing a character and then another turtle will pop out and just put a shell in the way and they'll hit the shell.
So do you play as all four at the same time, or do you play individually as Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, or Michelangelo?
You can. It's really weird the way they've done it in the menu select. There's only one turtle there, it's Leonardo. Right. So for a long time I was just playing Leonardo going, how do I get the other turtles? You actually have to go into customized character and pick a different weapon.
Oh.
There's 4 different weapons. And then whatever weapon you pick, then you become that turtle.
Yeah.
You'd be Leonardo anyway, wouldn't you? You're the leader.
I like Raphael because he has the chucks. Is it Raphael?
No, it's Michelangelo has the chucks. Raphael has the size.
Okay. Yeah.
Donatello with the bow staff.
Well done. Other characters in this Darkseid, Hellboy's in there, which is a bit of DLC that was missing from the original, which is cool. Then there's a few kind of B-roll DC characters like the Atom, who's basically like DC's version of Ant-Man. He just kind of shrinks but keeps his strength. And Starfire, who just kind of rocks around with big orange hair and a Borat mankini for some reason.
Nice.
All right.
Red Hood is in there, obviously from the Batman dynasty.
Yes.
This game's always been a bit ridiculous because you've characters like I don't know, I guess Leonardo for one. Just to use an example from recent speaking talk, fighting Superman. It's like, don't think that's a fair match.
Is the Iceman with the big hammer Dr. Freeze? Mr. Freeze.
No, that's...
he never finished his PhD. He got a grant to do it, but he never actually finished his thesis, so Mr. Freeze is still... Although sometimes at parties he tells people he's a doctor, and they don't check. Is this the best fighting game you've played in the last couple of years? Your favourite?
Yeah, how does it stack up against games like Tekken or Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation, for example?
Or Sengoku and Kagura, Peach Beach Splash. Well, I have to say I'm more of a Tekken fan.
You like a technical fighter, not necessarily. What's this more of a? This is more of a bashy uppy one.
Yeah, it's
what do you call this?
Yeah, it is. It has a bit of strategy, and they've introduced more with this version. Like it has certain counter moves that weren't there before that make it a bit more interesting. I think for hardcore players, and there's lots of kind of there's different ranges. I don't get so into it where I'm counting frame rates and recovery rates. Other people are far more.
Madness.
It's a rabbit hole I don't go down. This is a bit basic, but it's getting better with each iteration. Certainly from Injustice 1, Gods Amongst Us, to this one, it's increased in its complexity. And since the release of this, they've upgraded another kind of dimension, and they've added those benefits to the basic game as well, so you don't have to buy the complete edition to get those benefits.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
So there's a new update for you if you haven't played in a while.
Do you think this is a legendary game, Dave?
I think it is a very good fighting game. I think
it's been described as legendary. Do you think it's legendary?
It's got legendary characters. That's all. I don't think it's legendary. No, but it's got a lot of good kind of extra content. You unlock loot boxes and you can put different gear on your characters and stuff. So there's a bit of
beards.
Stuff to
you
buy
put a beard on Michelangelo.
That's what he's missing.
Turtles with beards. That's a
that could be big.
Next big thing.
I wasn't going to say big. I think I was going to say
that could be legendary.
We did it, everybody. We did it.
Turtles with beards. We have run out of time. We're taking a bit of a break for a few weeks.
What?
Because it's a comedy festival, we're all tired and it's too hard, and there's not even that much going on right now anyway with games. There's not. There are a couple of big releases have hit, and it's a bit of a dry spell, so we're going to take a bit of a break.
Dry spell, that's my nickname.
That could be your nickname though, as Matt. So it's weird that you did Dave's voice.
Oh yeah.
But if you're watching this,
I didn't even connect. And that, like, all my shows have dry. I didn't think about that at all.
I love the way in this show everyone just talks over the host. That's my favorite thing about it.
That's actually my favorite thing too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You can subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can support us on Patreon as well. And you can also you could go see Matt live at the Comedy Festival.
That's a good idea.
Do that.
Considered that as an option.
Very funny.
If you could get a ticket, good luck.
Dry ginger mail.
Dry Ginger Mail, this show's called at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Hing, you're also at the Comedy Festival.
I'm done though.
You're done.
By the time this comes out, I'll be back in Sydney.
For the Sydney Comedy Festival?
Yeah, but I refuse to sell tickets to promote it. So it's an artistic stance I've taken.
Wow, I'd go if I was in Sydney.
And Dave, you're not doing a show at the Comedy Festival?
No, I'm coaching Comedy Zone and Comedy Zone Asia, which I recommend. Yeah, fantastic.
They're great shows.
One of which are stablemates of yours at the Chinese Museum.
That's right.
In Melbourne, and Comedy Zones at another place.
Trades Hall.
Trades Hall. Thank you. Yeah, so they're up and comers. You know, other graduates include Hannah Gadsby, Ronald Cheng. You may have heard of.
Yes, Ronald Cheng.
I did it a couple of years ago.
Matt, yes.
We should let them know next time you see them that in 3 years they could be sitting right here.
They could be on a video game panel show in a warehouse.
Yeah.
They're all wonderful if you want to check those out.
Yeah, great. So that's it, guys. There will be some bits and pieces of extra content we'll be putting up over the next few weeks, so there won't be absolutely nothing. So do keep an eye out for stuff.
On your Patreon, perhaps.
For the Patreon. We haven't worked it out. There'll be some Patreon stuff. There'll be some other stuff. We've got to stop saying Patreon. That doesn't make any sense.
You're not supposed to tell the viewers you haven't worked things out.
They know that, though.
Heavily imply it, and they can fill in the gaps.
But so keep an eye out, guys. Don't disappear. It'll be terrible if you come back and you're all gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a threat.
It'd be a real shame if something happened to you all, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
That's a nice audience we got there. It's a shame if something happened to it.
I feel like that's the end.
Bye, guys.
Feels like closure. I've got closure. Yay.